Hello, hello. Am I live? What's good? What's good? Test, test. All right, all right. I see you, Ricky. I see you, Hannibal. What's up? What's up? We live on YouTube tonight. YouTube getting some love from me lately. Because why not? I feel like I owe it. I owe it just a little bit. How's everyone doing? It's been a minute since I, had some words for Nintendo, so we're gonna get those out tonight. What's good? What's good, people? I see you, Matthias. I see you, Merc. What's up? Roast time? Hey, might have to. Might get a little spicy tonight. I don't know. Might get a little spicy. We got things to talk about. I'm gonna have to pull that chat over here. What's good? Let me pop this chat out. How to put the the Zelda mix up in here. The best Nintendo IP, because Mario ain't it. We're gonna talk about it. Let me turn this down. What's up, you guys? What's good? This is gonna be kind of weird. Maybe I should move. I'm gonna have to look at the chat this way. That's fine though. You guys don't mind, do you? What's up? What's up? What's up? I have a 3-day weekend. 3-day weekend. I'm feeling good. I got off at 1:30 today. Basically could call it a 4-day weekend. Got off early today. I'm feeling good. And you know what? I figure today is a good day to give Nintendo the business. We just got to talk about it. I don't know how spicy it's going to get, but it's going to, we might get there. We'll see. What's up, Salazar? Ishi? Aw, snap. Ishi, where you been? You made my dream when you, Luca, and Alex were on a stream. Luca had said, I've never heard anyone request that before. And I was like, I have. I know Ishi was one of them. There's a few. And not just, us three, but even just me and Luca, me and Alex. I mean, back, a year ago or so, the fanfics were popping. So, people like when me and Alex and Luca get together, I think. So, yeah, if you guys missed my stream on Wednesday, we were talking about PC and the price comparison with consoles, that argument, and just other stuff. And Luca and Alex joined me about maybe like a half hour in or so. And people really enjoyed it. So it got a little, there's a couple yikes moments in there that were pretty funny. So if you haven't heard it yet, you can listen to it later, all right? Nintendo being Nintendo. So as you can see on the screen, which you should be able to see, I'm sure you guys know by now, but Nintendo revealed some Mario news, right? Super Mario 3D All-Stars. This has been rumored for months now that they were going to have Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy. Also Mario Galaxy 2, which they scrapped. I did find that out. But these three are bundled for the low, low price of $60. Now, if these games were separate, $60, I would have a fit. But since they're combined, it's still a lot, but it's like forgivable, I guess. The problem with this thing is that it's a limited time. They're basically treating this like a limited run and creating, I guess, artificial scarcity or artificial, that's what it is, right? Scarcity? It's basically anti-consumer, Hannibal. You got that right. Definitely got that right. What's up, chat? I see you guys. Thank you for joining me. I know this wasn't really planned. I just sort of threw it out there. Yeah, so I'm on the right thing, right? That's the All-Stars, Mario 3D, All Stars. Okay, so I'm still catching up on this, but from what I get from it is that these are going to be for a limited time. So you have the 3D All Stars, right? But you also have this 35th anniversary thing, right? The not this, but the Mario, what is it? Mario 35? Where the freak is that at? Did I not get the right link? We'll get there right here. Super Mario's 35. So let's first talk about this bundle. So yeah, $60, which I could see as forgivable. It's 3 games. It's still kind of a lot because I think separately on the Wii Shop in the past, these would be cheaper combined, but nonetheless, it's remastered and it's looking a little prettier, right? Okay, fine. The problem is, like I said, they're having like this limited run where it's only available, I think, from September to March. Is that right? Does anyone have a concrete date? I think it's right here, March 31st. So, yikes, this is crazy. It's like, dude, I could understand if it was just the physical and it was like, okay, you know, pandemic's going on. Obviously there's shipment issues, things like that. We would understand like, okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Not surprised, but it's the digital and physical release. The digital release is limited from September 18th to March 31st. Like, what? Nintendo, I swear, and we're going to get into the fan feedback because the fanboys, I swear, I don't know what Nintendo can do to get these fanboys to actually have a problem because they don't have a problem with this. It's crazy. For years, I've seen Nintendo fans just turn a blind eye, turn the other cheek. Oh, it's okay. You know, Nintendo, they're, you know, these games, we're fortunate enough to get these games. I'm seeing a lot of that. We're going to go through this whole thread, you guys. It's bad. We're going to get to that. But a lot of forgiveness and just excuses and the constant forgiving of this Nintendo company that is the most anti-consumer. The most. They've been this way for years. I've always got on Nintendo about the online, the lack of party chat, the lack of achievements. I've always been giving Nintendo the business. You can go through my channel in the past. I've never been afraid to criticize Nintendo because when it comes to my money, I ain't trying to waste it. I am not trying to waste it. And I don't understand how people can just be cool with like, it's okay, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and drop 60, 60, 60 on every little thing. Pikmin, I think, is how old? 60. This game, 60. Freaking this one, 60. Even though it's a limited time. And these games on their own were cheaper combined. So it's just like, man, when is it gonna be enough is enough? Like for these fans, I don't, what can Nintendo do to make these fanboys actually say there's a problem? I'm wondering, what is it going to take? Because for me, it was easy. It happened years ago. I've been on Nintendo's neck over many, many times. But for these guys, for some of these guys out here, it's like Nintendo can do no wrong, no matter what. So it's one of those things again, you guys. These Nintendo fanboys are just going wild. Nintendo bootlickers, Spencer says. I got the freshest water in the world right now. It's so good. I need this. They don't know any better since they're 8 years old. Got any Vaseline, Melodic says. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're going to get to those particular Nintendo fans. But yeah, that. Okay, so that's the bundle, right? Now you have this new, I guess this is like a battle royale, Super Mario 35, in which 35 players compete to be the last Mario standing, right? Now, this one as well is a limited time. Now, this I seriously don't understand. Like, okay, if you're trying to create it for this old school, you know, the classics, I don't agree, but at least I can kind of see the thought process. But this game is new. I mean, it's the old classics, it's the levels from the old school games, but the concept, the battle royale part of it, this game is new, right? I think they copied it from someone online or something like that. I don't know anything about that, but you know what I'm saying. Like when it comes to Nintendo, they did the Tetris 99. They've done stuff with Mario Maker and things like that. They have like these new online concepts, but this is the first time I think we're going to play Mario against other people and like try and battle, see who could last the longest, right? It launches on October 1st, a digital only game exclusive to the Switch Online members, which we know. The game will be playable until March 31st, 2021. Excuse me? So an online game, a battle royale type of game, a multiplayer game that's new and fresh, you can only play it till March 31st. How? How is this even a thing? Has this ever happened before? I know like with certain games, they've had different modes for certain times. Like I know Destiny did the races for a minute. You have other kinds of battle royales. They'll have like a new mode, a different map or something like that. They'll do like Gears will do Nashers only. But they don't scrap the whole, just the whole game. You can't play it no more. Like they'll do events. I know Fortnite and stuff like that, they do events, but they don't just say, oh, well, you could play Fortnite for 4 months or 5, whatever, 6 months, whatever it is. Like who does that? Who does that? That just doesn't make any sense. And it's digital. Like I said, if it was physical, I could understand because of the pandemic and shipping and all of that. That would make sense. But digital, that makes no sense. You're talking about a cool concept that could do very well. I see you guys in the chat saying like, you hope it does well. You hope like, you know, maybe they'll keep it. I guess we have to hope that they would keep it. That's wild. That is so wild. We're talking about Nintendo. Like the demand. And actually, that's the one thing I forgot to look up. The sales of this thing, not this, but this, through the roof. First on Amazon in US, UK. I forget the other thing, but they've already said the pre-orders are like #1. So look, I could sit here all day and complain. You guys could complain. They're still gonna buy it. These guys. Look at Alex. Alex could complain too. I seen your video, Alex. Very good, by the way. We could speak facts all day, but these guys will still pre-order the game. So my point is, it's freaking Nintendo. These guys will forgive and forget. They will put down the 60 no matter what. But Nintendo thinks it's nice to go ahead and have a limited run on Mario games. This ain't some new indie or something like that. This ain't some unproven franchise. This is freaking Mario, the 35th anniversary. And they want us to be like, well, if we show the demand, maybe they'll keep it. Can you stop, Nintendo? Like, what the hell is going on? What is this? It's the brother-in-law, Alex. Aw, snap. What's up, Eric, by the way? Racer, Glincer, Kev, Data. Data or data? Which one you guys say? For me, it depends on what we're talking about. You could say both, though. But what's going on? What's up, Hustle? I think you said something like, if I need somebody else to slander Nintendo, I got this, Hustle. Nah, but we'll see. We'll probably end up playing games later on. We'll definitely keep talking, but Nintendo, man, they just gonna Nintendo. I mean, that's really what it is. At the end of the day, I would say I'm surprised, but I'm not. I can't say I'm surprised. It's freaking Nintendo, but the lengths that they go, like they're starting to show. Actually, no, they're not starting. They're really pushing it though. That the lengths that they go, there's no boundary. There's no boundaries. This can, if this becomes a normal thing, right? Who knows what else they're gonna do? What's up, Addict? Thank you so much for the super chat. It says, don't build a PC, buy a console. Addict, wrong stream, damn it. We're talking about Nintendo. Do not buy a Switch. Do not buy a Switch. I'm at that point, man. If you guys didn't know, I gave mine away. At least for the time being. And I think I'm going to keep it that way. Honestly, I really don't want my Switch back. I could get it back, but I don't want it. After this, and after other many things like this dry ass 2020, no, I don't even want it. I don't even want it anymore. I'm being for reals. I'm being for real. So yeah, this happened when yesterday or something like that. Won a pink slip. Don't buy Xbox or Switch. Facts, Ryan. They just want your dough. Nintendo. That's a good one. That's a good one. So yeah, you know, people kind of chimed in with their opinions, and shout out to Fang. Fang retweeted this, and I think BG retweeted it later, a couple others. So this Noah guy, shout out to Hannibal. Thank you for the super chat. Says, don't buy an Xbox. Those things trash. You guys. Shout out to you guys for reals coming through. Arcane, what's good? Ricky, did I say hi to you yet? What's up, Ricky? Hustle says F Nintendo straight like that. Damn. Thank you, Hustle. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Mech, what's good? So yeah, this guy right here, Noah. My name is Noah. Says, y'all please stop complaining about the 3D collection being $60. What did you expect from Nintendo? I mean, he's not wrong. Nintendo's known for Nintendo tax, so he ain't wrong, I guess, yet. Then he says, we're incredibly lucky to even be getting a collection and not full-priced ports like we've seen with TMS, DKC, and Hyrule Warriors. So he's saying we're lucky that these are together for $60 and not full-priced ports. But what I'm hearing is that these games just got a shiny coat. They just got a shiny coat. I don't think they're not from the ground up. These aren't from the ground up remakes. This isn't a Spyro situation. This is not a Shadow of the Colossus situation. Shout out to Sony. Can we give some love to Sony for at least rebuilding and remaking games from the ground up? Because these games aren't that. These aren't that. Lucas says, tell that loser to shut the F up. Shout out to Luca. What's good? What's good, Luca? Kenny says, I'm curling for Alex. Whoa. Kenny is working out right now at the moment. So if you guys want to imagine Kenny sweating, he's doing it right now. So yeah, he says this, right? Shout out to Noah. Then he says this. Can you guys see this? It's kind of small. Let me see. Can you see that? Just hit that, that control plus. It says Nintendo holds their IPs to an incredibly high value. It's honestly unreal this collection ever or even happened, rather. It's unreal this collection happened. It's just so crazy that they took the old Mario games and put them together. I mean, how are they magicians over there? Like they're pulling some kind of magic? No one ever does that. No one ever puts out collections. Like, this is such a rarity. This is unreal. Shout out to Robert. Says video games are for dorks and gamers deserve the noose. Robert, you talking reckless right now. I mean, the one that comes to my mind is what? Uncharted collection? How much was that? How much was the Uncharted collection, you guys? Like 40? How much was that? But this one's unreal. Okay, because it's Mario, I guess. It's so just... Who would have ever thought? Okay, so he's been getting a lot of attention, a lot of quoted tweets, likes. Look at, who are these people liking this? Who are these? If any one of you are in the chat and you liked this, can you tell me? 40 at launch. Yeah, $40. I think I bought it, gosh, I think for like 15 or something. It was like super on sale when I got it. I think I got it for like 15 or something like that, the Uncharted collection. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Melodic says, if you want a proper remaster, buy Tony Hawk 1 and 2. How much is that one? You guys are gonna have to hit me up with these prices because I am not sure. Hustle says, I paid 20 for UC collection. Yeah, I think I paid either 15 or 20. At most 20. But I'm pretty sure I bought that mad cheap. I think it was like a huge like PlayStation sale or something. And yeah. I'm sorry, when I see sunshine, I want it, Mech says. I mean, listen. If this was Zelda, honestly, I'd still have the same kind of outrage if this is what you want to call it. But I can't say I wouldn't buy it. If it was like Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past, like if they put like a bunch together for $60, I would think that's pretty awesome. You know, I would, because I'm a Zelda fan. I'm more so a Zelda fan than Mario. I could live without Mario. I'm not gonna, you know, lose sleep. But Zelda, I think I would want to get it. The problem, it really is the limited run. Like, it doesn't make sense that they would do that. Like, imagine if they come out with the Zelda 35 and I can, maybe it's a randomizer or some kind of like boss rush, maybe something with Zelda that I could compete with other people. I would be like, that's awesome. But I can only play for 6 months? I would feel some kind of way, like that's stupid. Why would I buy that to just play for 6 months? That doesn't make sense. I don't think I would buy, I mean, like I can't even imagine it. I can't imagine Gears doing this. I can't imagine any kind of multiplayer that I'm into or interested in just being like on a, like I'm leasing it. I'm leasing it for 6 months. What if I really like it? What if I really enjoy it? And you're just going to take it away? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any kind of sense. Yeah, so there's people obviously saying they don't agree with this person. This guy, Bertram, shout out to Bertram. Think about it this way. It's 3 masterpieces that are no longer available for retail sale, available at $20 each. Why are people even complaining? This is like $20 per game, and each are full-fledged games, so the $60 is reasonable. See, everyone's kind of stuck on the 60 because I know that's what he tweeted about. But there's more problems. The 60 is one thing. We could complain about that. But there's way more problems with that limited run. Glenser, thank you so much. He says, I can't imagine another company doing this. You keep it, it's only being sold for 6 months. Yeah, the 3 games, Addict. But the online, this one, is it this one? No, this thing, Mario Brothers 64, 35, in which 35 players compete. This is the one that's also limited. It says it launches October 1st as digital only to the Switch Online members. This game will be playable until March 31st. It's an online game that's limited. This is a huge, huge problem. I mean, there's no other way to interpret that, right? Am I not interpreting this right? That's really bad. Like, this doesn't make sense. Now, I could see, like, yeah, this game or this bunch of games, the physical release, yeah, that would run out or whatever. But digitally, like, you could never buy this again. What if, okay, just imagine, right? Imagine you're a parent and you have right now like a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old, let's say a little bit younger. And you know, maybe in like a year, you want to buy them a Switch. So you're going to have to cop this game now because you're not going to be able to cop it later. Like, there's so many scenarios you can bring up, which is silly because I don't care what scenario you have. I don't care if you have money to burn. This is a stupid idea. This is like, just doesn't make sense. But yeah, I mean, like, I could imagine if I was a parent or something, let's say I have a toddler right now, like, you know what? I'm going to give them my Switch when they're older. Like, I'm going to get them a Switch. Oh, I better hurry up and buy this because in 6 months they ain't going to sell this no more. It's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, back to this one. Okay, so, you know, some people are telling him the truth. Of course, Galaxy 2 is not in there. That's another reason to complain, which I agree. I mean, where's Galaxy 2? That should be there, you would think. Or maybe bundle Galaxies together and have it cheaper. I think I'd rather have Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 for like $30. I think I'd rather have that, to be honest. Have that bundled. Just have them together, you know? I don't know. It's crazy. So yeah, there's been people who really have been making excuses or saying it's okay. I probably should have saved certain ones because now I have to scroll and like actually see where. This guy or girl says people are complaining about the price being in the exact same as literally every other Wii U port in a collection of 3 different Mario games in one. So it's just a lot of like, you know, it's worth it because it's 3 games, it's together. There's other ports which they probably excused then, right? Let's say Pikmin or freaking Donkey Kong, all those games probably came out. This person probably bought them, right? Thought it was okay. Yeah, $60, that's fine. I'll put that down. And now they're saying, well, at least it's not like that no more. Who set the precedent with that? So now you're using a Nintendo thing that was wrong to begin with for your argument now, when you should have been using it the whole time. Does this make sense? I feel I can't with Nintendo fans. I really can't. Because Nintendo fans said that was okay. $60 for one game. Now they're trying to turn it like, well, at least it's not like that. You guys shouldn't complain about this. Then what's next? It's like one thing, it's just like a domino effect. It's ridiculous. It should have never been 60 to begin with over here. You're just the same company. And now, see, that's the thing when your standards are too low. That's the thing. Because you're like, oh, well, that's the standard. So this isn't as bad as that. We're good. We're okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're... I swear, Nintendo fans drive me crazy. They drive me crazy. They've always driven me crazy. How much was Master Chief Collection? That's a good question. I was wondering that too. Cheaper, right? I think it was 40. What's up, Dave? We will be talking about this on Backlog as well. This is just my extended thoughts because I'm not going to go on a crazy long hour rant tomorrow. By the way, tomorrow, the Backlog at 5:30 Pacific. I should have said that at the beginning. But you guys be there. We'll be live tomorrow, me and Shar. We'll talk about this. I'll get Shar's point of view. But this is like my whole extended thoughts. Starting to sound like me now. Listen, Kev, I haven't been one to stay quiet with Nintendo over the years. I usually, when there's something that's ridiculous, I've called them out. I've always called them out. I have a video about their party chat crap. I have a video about just random stuff. The Wii U. You'd have to go back, but I've always I've never agreed with just letting Nintendo slide and just let them get away with things. It's like sometimes, like with the Zeldas and things like that, it's like, yeah, I do end up spending money on certain games, but I'm a tightwad. You guys don't know by now, I'm very, very tight with money. I don't like wasting money. I've never been one of those. So when it comes to games that are like just a port for $60, I am not happy with that. I don't think that's right. When you have companies like Sony making games from the ground up. Shadow of the Colossus. How much was Shadow of the Colossus? Does anyone know top of their head? I don't think it was 60, was it? Am I tripping? It's not going to show me the price now. Anyone know what it was at launch? Cuz it wasn't 60, was it? Maybe it was. Maybe I'm tripping. Was it 40? It was 40, right? From the ground up. Granted, that game is not a very long game, but if you guys played that game, it was beautiful. The controls a little funky, like the original, I guess, a little bit better, but beautiful game. If you guys go to my stream of that game, I think it's on my YouTube, I think. Possibly, maybe not. But one of the first things I said when that game hit my monitor, I think it was on my monitor at the time, I said, oh my gosh, this is what Zelda should look like. It looked beautiful. $40. Then you have other games like we mentioned, you know, the collections, you know, like the Uncharted collection. You have Spyro, which I think was only 40 as well, maybe even cheaper. I don't know. I'm bad with like knowing the prices, especially if I didn't buy it. Like, yeah, I don't remember. But there's games like that from the ground up that look way more beautiful, play more beautiful in some instances, and they charge 40. So it's like Nintendo. They're basically just putting out like a little shiny coat of paint, I think, on these ports. I don't even think they're really like remakes or anything. I think they're just ports. Crash was 40. Yeah, trilogy. 3 games, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. There's so many examples we can give. And Sony, I mean, Sony's not perfect, but man, they really do better in that department. We can't deny that. They do a lot better in that department. It's, I guess, more customer friendly, consumer friendly compared to this. Because imagine they release Uncharted Collection for 6 months. Let's say it has another game, maybe Uncharted 4, I guess, came out around that time or something. That online's only for 6 months. You can only play the online for 6 months. Can you imagine? Can you imagine these Uncharted fans? Like, what? They wouldn't believe it. It wouldn't make any sense. Because a franchise like Uncharted will sell. We're talking about Mario, the most well-known character in the video game universe. Like, grandparents know who Mario is. Toddlers know who Mario is. Like, how they want to pull this with Mario is just beyond me. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. Besides the fact that they just want money. But the funny thing is like, you could make money over years in time. Like, it's Mario, right, Eric? It sounds so stupid. Like, it doesn't make sense. Mario Odyssey is still selling. Mario Kart 8 or whatever the freak, 9, 8, 10 and a half. I don't know where they're at now. That's still selling. Mario is gonna sell. So why would you limit this to 6 months? Digitally, like the physical, we already know, we can understand, but digitally, it doesn't make sense. You're talking about Mario. This isn't some off the wall indie character that nobody knows. Like, we're talking about Mario, you guys. It's like, what? Oh gosh. Dave says just HD with some assets. Yeah, like there's so much wrong here. There's so much wrong with this. I'm just scrolling because I responded to Fang because he retweeted this. I said, I felt like I got I contacted lice from this thread. I had to take 3 showers before I got over here, you guys. Like, I felt dirty after reading some of these comments and just the damage control. I think this, let me see here. I think this guy kind of got through him. He's like, yeah, that's fair. So he kind of came around, but I don't know. I don't know if he really understands what he just said. That we are fortunate and lucky to have these games combined like that, like it would never happen. Nintendo went to the moon and back to give us these 3 games together. They performed magic and say crazy things to make this happen. It's wild. It's wild. But yeah, I'm not going to go through all this stuff. This one is saying Nintendo fans are never satisfied. The fans, we want a 3D Mario collection. Okay, here's a collection of 64 Sunshine and Galaxy for $60. Hope you enjoy them. What the F? Why is it 60? Should have been 20, 30 at most. This is such a ripoff. I like how he puts it in that, like, I don't know if these are gonna sell. So let's do a limited run. You know, I don't know if the demand for Mario is that great anymore. You know, it's been 35 years. I think people forgot Mario. So let's just do it for 6 months. Like, that sounds crazy. You're not putting respect on Mario. It's freaking Mario. This thing will sell for years. All right, Meg, have a good one. How are they not putting respect on Mario? It's so silly. Like, I can't understand. I can't even imagine being in that boardroom and thinking this was like a good idea. I would think, right, that I'd want to make money. So wouldn't you want this like forever? It's crazy. Crazy. But that's all I really wanted to say. We had to talk about Nintendo. They're wild. I don't even know what to think of them anymore. I mean, it's been like that for a minute. I like the Switch. When the Switch was announced, I thought, you know, this could be it. This could be a hit. And it's been. I actually had high hopes. And I thought, this is it. Like, this is a good comeback after the Wii U, because the Wii U was so damaging at the time. War Machine, thank you so much for the super chat. No message. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nintendo practicing fan abuse instead of fan appreciation. Sad. Yeah, it's Glinser, you're not wrong. Nintendo sale, $60 to $55. That is facts. That is such facts. I think I seen something recently. I think it was one of the Zeldas on sale for the 3DS. It was still like $20. It's an old ass game and stuff. They seriously do that all the time. They'll have a sale for Breath of the Wild. It's like $55, $50 maybe at best. The Nintendo tax is definitely real. It's been real. People hated limited run games, the company, but Nintendo does it. Ah, thank you, Nintendo. Facts. I did see people complain about limited run. I did. $50 sale on Amazon? Oh, snap. It's crazy, though. Games will be, like, mad old, and they'll, you know, they never really go under 40. If it started at 60, it's rare it's going to go under, like, 40. Then you got games like, you know, I'm thinking of just Sony in general. Like, Sony, they put their games down mad cheap. Like, I think God of War right now is like $15. What else? Like I said, I got the Uncharted collection for like 15 or 10. It might have been 10. $10. The sales are real for that side. And Xbox, I mean, you have Game Pass, you pay $1, you play everything. So, I mean, you got deals going on the other sides. That's how it's been. And Nintendo, they just won't do it because they know they can get away with it. And that's the problem. Like I said, I wish I had it handy, but I seen the tweet. It was legit that this collection is the #1 seller on Amazon right now. It's like #1 in the US, the UK, and it's like, that's what I'm saying. We could complain. I could tell you guys, I could beg you guys, don't buy this. And there's still, people are gonna buy it. Even people with big audiences and big followings can tell you not to buy it. You're still gonna buy it. It's like, you can't. We can't even expect better because the fanboys won't put their foot down. They will not vote with their wallet. And because they think there's no problem. They just take it. What's up, Randall? What happened to Nintendo Players Club from back in the day? Shoot, I don't know. And another thing too, you know, these guys on here, a lot of them are saying, well, at least it's like 3 games in one. It's $20 each, etc., etc. We could have these games on the freaking eShop. They're charging for online now, right? What is it? $20 a year? It's not very expensive. But they could have a full-on eShop, which I would gladly put money into if they had classics, like games we actually want. These are games I would pay for. I know Super Mario 64 was on the Wii. I had it on the Wii. But Sunshine and Galaxy, I don't know about that, if they came later or in the Wii U, or I don't even know. I think they did, because people have prices for them individually. But if they were on the eShop for, say, $5, $10, I would definitely buy these. Like Galaxy, I would pay $10 for. Easy. Just download it right to my eShop. No limit. There's no time frame. I can get it whenever. Like, they have a gold mine of games. IPs that are amazing from back in the day. Super Nintendo games, N64 games, regular Nintendo games, GameCube games. All these freaking games I would happily pay for, but they refuse to do it. Because they want you to pay for the online and they don't want to give you jack. They don't want to give you anything. They just want to just take your money, give you a terrible online, no achievements, no party chat unless it's through your stupid phone, no messaging, $20 a year, and the eShop is trash, and they won't put these games on there. Yeah, no Prime, nothing. Can you imagine if all the Metroid Primes were on there, have those on there, have like games like Double Dash, freaking all the Mario Karts, put all Mario games, Mario All-Stars, like all that junk, put them on there. We would, Nintendo, you want money, you would make so much money, but no, they want to just like nickel and dime. They want to put it out half-assed, not even a full remake. Let's just bunch them together, charge $60 for a limited time. Let's put a limited time so that way everyone gets it. And then scalpers thrive. It's like, it's mind-boggling. Doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. So that's my rant. I had to get it out there. Me and Nintendo, you know, it's a love-hate. It's always been since I was an adult to understand. Because as a kid, I didn't understand. I didn't know what was going on. I loved Nintendo as a kid. I didn't know they were, you know, anti-consumer. I didn't know. I loved Nintendo. But as I got older and understood what's going on, then it became love and hate. It's like, yeah, it's only going to benefit scalpers. So yeah, what you guys saying? Any thoughts on this? You guys want to get out there? I ain't got really much else to say. I think I'm going to stream later, possibly soon, depending if we can get like a group to play games, or I might play alone. I don't know. Probably take a little break and come back. Let my voice rest. It's a little dry. Nintendo are meat suckers, Ford says. Is DRM anti-consumer? What's up, Racer? They don't do that because they view their software as valuable commodity as opposed to PC gutter trash. This man, Racer, you making excuses? What's going on? What's going on, Racer? Not gonna watch your team. Every time I watch, they lose, Ryan. I'll probably tune in. Actually, I can't. I think it's on ESPN. I don't have ESPN. I could stream it. So I'll probably check in here and there. I don't have ESPN though. If they're on TNT, I could watch, but I don't have ESPN. I just have like the basic cable package, which is TNT and MTV and stuff like that. No ESPN though. But I'm gonna keep an eye on it, keep an eye on the score and stuff. It's only benefits scalpers. Mario is now a pimp, and Nintendo fanboys are his girls. Oh shoot. I feel you, no cable. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stream it or something if I want to check in. But honestly, like I don't mind not watching. I feel like every time I watch, they lose. So I just kind of, I chill. I'll catch the score later. One of the Uncharted games does have multiplayer. Oh, you talking about the collection? Yeah. Yeah. I think that's everything. Did I forget anything I wanted to say? I mentioned the scalpers. I mentioned that we would totally play these games on the eShop or virtual console, whatever they call it. They have a gold mine of freaking games. There's so many games I would buy on the eShop, and they don't care. They don't care. Welcome back, Melodic. PC gamers talking about this. Now I'm a PC gamer only? Racer, I thought you've been following me for a hot minute. I guess you're only good as your last video, right? That is the rule. I'll forgive you, Racer. I'll forgive you. Because that's the truth. YouTubers know you're only as good as your last video. So after this video, I'll be the Nintendo hater, Sony fangirl. Okay? Because I talked about Sony doing a good job with the remasters, right? Then the next video, it'll be something else. That's how it goes. You're only as good as your last video. That's the number one rule of YouTube, right? If you have that, like some kind of influence, that's how it goes. I flipped. All right, Racer. This collection is a joke. Why is there a time limit to purchase it? Yeah, Tyler, exactly. Like that's what I've been saying. The price is one thing. We could understand it, I guess. But the timed thing doesn't make sense. Even from like a business perspective, I don't really understand what they're thinking. Like, yeah, I guess they're trying to create demand, but it's Mario. Like, Mario sells on its own. You could mention it once and it's good and it's gonna sell. So I don't understand why create this artificial like scarcity or demand when it doesn't need it. It does it on its own. So it doesn't make sense. Really. It's like water on my desk. PS Vita might need a comeback. Shoot, something. Sony got to make a Switch competitor or something. They don't care. They don't need to, though. I mean, at the end of the day, Nintendo is kind of that second console. It's not really like a primary console. It's like a secondary. So as long as I have my Zelda here and there, I could live without it. I don't know. I've been seeing like Alex and seeing some people on Twitter saying that, we should just pirate games and all of that. And like, I don't do that, but man, after this, shoot, I can't blame anybody, honestly. I really can't. I'm not condoning it because we're on YouTube and I ain't trying to say that in the public, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. If only Nintendo put this much effort into fixing the thumbstick drifting. Oh, you're telling me 00. Mine actually had drifting on the left thumbstick. And I gave it to my sister like that. She actually messaged me that night I think it was the next day because I gave it to my sister, right? And she's like, "Hey, my character keeps moving to the left." She's like, "I think it's broken or something." Like, "Oh shoot, yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a thing. It's called drifting. It's a problem. Sorry about that." So and we were in a rush. Like she was over here and they were taking off. I'm like, oh, let me get you the Switch. I'm all packing it up. I forgot to put the dock and I forgot to give her the controller. So that was my bad. So I have the Pro controller here. I could have gave it to her. So I messed up. So she's just on handheld mode, drifting and all. So it's like, exactly, Ryan. That's what I'm saying. This collection going away once their quarter 4 ends. Yeah, maybe it's a way to boost their quarter because they had such a bad 2020. Maybe that's what it is. We might have solved the puzzle. 2020, well, they did have Animal Crossing, but after Animal Crossing, it's been dead, right? So maybe they did this to boost their 2020. Because the quarter ends in March, right? April or something, March, April. That's interesting. That is interesting. That makes sense. Wow. So maybe they figured, you know what? We're going to do limited to sell the most we can sell. Because Mario isn't big enough to do it on its own, apparently. But, instead of selling maybe a couple million, they're trying to sell like 5 million or something. I'm exaggerating numbers, but, you know, maybe they're trying to really push it out and get those like millions of sales. That is interesting. Definitely feeling type of way talking about PC gamers when they weren't mentioned. Is Racer mad? What's up? What's up? Miss Ericuts, if I'm not mistaken, you did not make a video explaining why you're a PC gamer and not console gamer. But I play on both, Racer. What you mean? What you talking about? Racer, you're being shout out to you. You've been really supportive of my videos. I'm not trying to pick on you or nothing, but you're definitely being like the stereotypical YouTube viewer right now. The one that only takes me for what my last video was. Just not even like, just totally ignoring the rest of my catalog and the rest of my videos and like what kind of YouTuber I am. Like you're kind of like, you're taking this one video of like, oh, she's talking about PC. She's only PC. Like when I have a whole library of videos of like me playing on the PS4, me playing Switch games, you know what I mean? Like I play everything. I've played on everything. Like I'm gonna go where the games go. But yeah, you definitely being a YouTube viewer right now. It's all good though. It's all good. No hard feelings or anything. It's all good. But yeah, that's kind of what us YouTubers know as like, it's a thing. You make a video and people will hang on to that and just kind of dismiss everything else you've ever said, you know? Especially if they don't agree with you. Like if they agreed with what you were saying, they'll be cool with it. But if they really disagree, like maybe Racer really disagreed with what I was saying, so then he's holding on to it now. Like, oh, you said this. I'm never gonna forget. It's all good though. It's all good. I keep doing this because I'm so used to pressing my my little earbuds. I don't even have them on, but it's like a habit. And it's like my excuse to move my hair because it gets hot. It gets hot. But yeah, I think I'm done, guys. Keenan just got here too. Oh man. I'm gonna stream though tonight. We're gonna play some games. I want to play something. So probably I'm gonna take like a 15-20 minute break. Get ready to stream some games and then I'll be back. I'm not done for the night, but I'm done with this because I don't want this to go too long and I don't want to put it all together. I'm going to separate. So I'll end the stream. And hair. God damn it. I have to work. You working tonight, Melodic? Oh, that's your fault. That's what I told Kenny today because I'm like, 3-day weekend, Kenny. And he's like, for you. I'm like, that's your fault. Even though it's not, but it's just something funny I say. But you're more on Twitch than in YouTube, in my defense. I have like 1,000 YouTube videos, Racer. What do you mean? You're tripping. It's all good though. It's all good. And I did skim your long ass comment on my past stream. This man wrote a book. If you guys want to see Racer writing a book, go to my last stream. He went in on the comment section. So I appreciate you, Racer. I appreciate all you guys for coming through, hanging out. Nintendo, going to Nintendo. Like always, they're just gonna Nintendo. That's it. All I can do is just not buy it, and I'm not gonna buy it. I am buying this. And you know what? Honestly, even if this wasn't a limited thing, and let's say it was $40, like honestly, I'm not really excited for this. I thought I would be, but I'm not. I feel like Mario 64 hasn't aged very well. I think I can stand on that hill. Sunshine, I wasn't really a fan. Galaxy's amazing. I love Galaxy. That's why I'm saying if they had 1 and 2 bundled for like 40, I would cop it. But this limited thing just puts a huge sour taste on it even more. It's just not, it ain't it. So I'm good. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need this. Get it out of my face. But yeah, that's it, you guys. It's Animal Crossing fans' fault. Gas their heads up again. Shoot, maybe, yeah. Possibly. Let's see here. So yeah, you guys. Appreciate you coming through. I hope you have a good day. If you don't hang out with me later, have a good night. I'm probably going to play some games tonight, so I'll be back like in, I don't know, 20, something like that. Half hour, maybe at the most. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the super chats. Appreciate you guys. All right. Ricky, go play some Gears because you never play. All right. You have 1 hour on your playtime. We need you to play because we're gonna get challenged and I need you to get good. Shout out to Alton out here. He's trying to get us on a Call of Duty challenge again. Alton, can you stop? You have not answered our Halo challenge or Gears challenge, sir. You out here expecting us to fall for it again? No. No. I'm gonna get my guys in line, all right? I carry them all the time, but I'm gonna get them in line, all right? But yeah, I'm out of here, you guys. Peace. Screw Nintendo. I'm glad I got rid of my Switch. I'm out.